Hello, everyone. Welcome to our movie talk. I'm John.
And I'm Emily. Today we're going to talk about a really classic and touching movie, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it's such an amazing film. The movie follows the life of Forrest Gump, played by Tom Hanks. He's a man with a relatively low IQ, but he has an incredibly pure heart.
Right. The story begins with Forrest sitting on a bench at a bus stop, and he starts telling his life story to the strangers who sit next to him from time to time. We see his childhood, where he has to wear leg braces to correct his curved spine. But even then, he has a good friend named Jenny, and he's always running after her, literally and figuratively.
Oh, and remember how he discovers he can run really fast when some bullies are chasing him? That's like a turning point in his life. He goes on to play football in college because of his running ability and even gets to meet the president.
Yeah, and then he enlists in the army and goes to Vietnam. There, he makes good friends like Bubba, who has a big dream of starting a shrimping business after the war. Sadly, Bubba dies in the war, but Forrest keeps his promise and starts that shrimping business later.
And through all these years, his love for Jenny never fades. She has a more troubled life, going through different phases, getting involved in some not-so-good things. But Forrest is always there for her whenever she comes back into his life.
In the end, they have a son together, and Jenny passes away. But Forrest stays strong and raises their son. It's just a life full of so many different emotions and experiences.
I think one of the most remarkable things about Forrest Gump is how it portrays this simple man's life against the backdrop of so many important historical events in the U.S.
Exactly. It's like we're seeing history through Forrest's eyes. From the civil rights movement to the Vietnam War and the development of pop culture, it weaves these elements into the story so seamlessly. It makes history feel more accessible and real to us.
And the character of Forrest is just so endearing. His innocence and determination in the face of difficulties really touch the audience's hearts.
I agree. Also, the movie has a lot of great quotes that have become really famous. Like, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. It's such a simple yet profound way of looking at life.
Yeah, no matter what kind of challenges we face, we should keep going forward with a positive attitude, just like Forrest did.
Overall, Forrest Gump is not just a movie. It's a piece of art that has inspired generations of people. It makes us laugh, cry, and think about life.
That's right. Well, that's all for our discussion on Forrest Gump today. Thanks for listening to our movie talk, and we'll see you next time with another great movie.